What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Azaraiah Plays TechCraft SMP. Oh, Lord. For the second time in a row, DX Tory has failed to capture my voice. So I have to do 40 minutes of post-commentary. I'm thrilled. It's actually my own fault. Earlier in the day, I had unplugged my headset. I don't have speakers for this computer. And I unplugged my headset and I plugged in these cheap piece of crap Sonys. And when I plugged them back in, apparently DX Tory, every single time I go to record from now on, I gotta double check to make sure that it's set on microphone and not on speakers. So that'll alleviate that. Pretty much I'm giving you guys a rundown of everything that's gone on between episode 1 and 2. It has been a while, and I did actually apologize. I have not been feeling too good. I've been really busy at work, working a lot of overtime, and I'm showing you guys here in this episode that I'm showing it to you now. Apparently, I forgot what I recorded. That I did actually make a new age. This one, it's not really worth anything. It's not worth mining. It does give me a slowness 2 debuff, owing to I'm thinking it's the crystals, because that's the second time I made a world with crystals in it, and then had a slowness debuff. This is me running. You can see how very slow it is. Oh, it's horrible. But yeah, I was just experimenting with the Sky Realm, and I needed crystals anyway, so, you know, it served two purposes. A pretty decent sized village in the sky here. I was a little bit upset at the fact that I clicked standard terrain and Skylands, and all of a sudden, nothing. I mean, it just didn't come up that way. So, you know, so there it is. I'm just showing you guys that I had put a couple of platforms there so they can get from their houses into the village. This is another eternal day, so you can see the sun is high noon, and it's going to stay that way. Very safe worlds I create. I don't like darkness. I'm sick of PvP. Well, what you call PvP? Mob killing. I hate creepers destroying my stuff. Sick of being attacked randomly while I'm trying to do things. Here I'm just showing you what a crystal formation looks like. And in that great big honkin' black spot on the map, I didn't even address this. It's an oil deposit that spawned in the sky. So I got to get rid of that. Oh, there's a lot of hanging water, and you can see down there underneath the village there's water pouring down. So yeah, I made that off camera. I named this Sky Realm Citadel on the sign from the overworld. I'm taking this with me because I am altering something in the overworld in this episode. And do I go back home? Yeah, we go back home. Eversong Woods. You guys can still hear the in-game sound effects. I'm just a trifle upset at the fact that I'm going to have to re-render this thing twice. The original movie file is 144 gigabytes with in-game sound effects, yes, and no voice. So I'm going to have to render it once with the sound recorder. And then render it a second time with the intro and the credits. The last time I tried doing it with all in one package, somehow or another my credits music got pushed, even though it's a completely separate video file. Yeah, the introduction and the credits are two separate movie files, and then the raw episode obviously is in between them. That's how I render. I'm just showing you guys that little dais that I created right there, and what we're going to do is we're going to experiment with the second method of creating link spots. You can see like I've got linking books here, and I'm just showing you guys like all the extra spots that I made. I had farmed 3 stacks of crystals from the Sky Realm age, and you can see FPS Game Master's house in there has 3 of those portals, like here over in the distance, the circular portal here. We're gonna make that in this episode, and that was what I wanted. I might actually take some of the quartz crystals here, like they've got lined up. The only problem is you can't go through them, so I might actually do that later. I didn't do that in this episode, so don't look for me doing that. You can see FPS has a crap ton of those wither skulls on his house. I put a few on mine. I'm just getting the pattern, you know, trying to memorize it. I do a pretty good job. And the two portals, they actually come out really good. You know, spoiler alert, but they really do. They look nice. I didn't have to do a whole lot of altering to the pagoda. I thought I was going to have to... Is that a leaf missing off of that tree, the top of that tree? That is going to drive me insane. I'm going to have to fix that on the next episode, or before the next episode. So you can see I've got the mining base, which is where we just were in Eversong. Skyrealm, I call it Skyrealm Citadel because I do intend on building a gigantic palace right there. Homage to myself. And then the other one is to the epic village that I found. It's about 600 blocks due west of the mining encampment in Eversong. And, to be honest, though, I found another village, and it had one of those epic dungeons outside of it. And I don't think that the village that I created a link to actually is the correct one. And you can see that I've got now 2 link spots, one to the dais, and actually I do change it. It's I had to use a different spot. And here I'm taking the books back. I'm also I also bury the whatchamacallit. Now here I am using the book instead of the... There we go. I do actually bury the descriptive book for Eversong. I don't want anything happening to that anyway. And it's a really good idea. If you're playing on a server... Now, I trust TinFoilChef and FPS implicitly. Like, I know that they're not going to, like, go screwing with my stuff. But if you guys are playing on a server with people you don't know, I highly recommend making a linking book that you're happy with. A descriptive book. Linking to the age that you want to link to, make a linking book to that spot. Go back to where your descriptive book is and then hide it, preferably in a personal safe. Because if you're playing with people who are griefers and people that you don't trust, here I am making a book receptacle, rather. You have to put that next to the portal in order to activate it. If you're playing on a server with people you don't know or people who are griefers, all they got to do is take your descriptive book, stick it back in the desk, and alter it, and you're screwed. Everything that you've built in your area is gone. It could. I haven't altered my descriptive book, so I don't know, but I'm assuming that, yeah, if you alter the descriptive book... I know that in the original Myst series, that if you alter your descriptive book, you will go to a completely different world. So I would hate... See, here I get stuck on the fixture. I have a real bad problem with those fixtures. So I would highly recommend, yeah, take your descriptive book and bury it somewhere like I'm about to do. Put it in a personal safe under the ground so its title doesn't show up. You don't want to just put it on a stand because the title still is going to show up. I suggest doing like I do. Put it in a personal safe, and then that way nobody can screw with it. Because all it would take is one malicious person to alter your linking book, and then all of a sudden all of the hard work that you've done has disappeared. And I would hate to see that from anybody. And like I said, this server here, I trust the 2 guys implicitly. I've donated to Chef, so obviously, you know, he's a really good friend of mine. I trust him enough with my cash, you know, so I trust him with my things, you know. And FPS is really cool too. So I'm a little bit upset with FPS at the moment, and it's nothing really major. It's just I took the time and put a link to his channel on the descriptions of my TechCraft videos, and he didn't reciprocate the favor. But that's okay. It's not really matter. Actually, it does matter. I need more viewers. So if you could get on that FPS, I would appreciate it. You guys just know how much I love doing post commentary. I'm boring myself here with this. The video recorded perfectly, and you know, I had some pretty good narration during the whole thing. It just didn't happen. Everything else is fixed, though. Video quality is awesome. I believe I solved the mistake of having the vertical bars on either side. If I didn't, then I'm sorry. We're going to test it and see what it looks like. If by chance it still has the black bars, I'm going to go ahead and apologize now. But by the 3rd episode, my audio issues ought to be solved too. Here's where I'm burying the what do you call it? The descriptive book. And I do mention this, that it's a good idea to do that. Gets it out of the way. God, forbid I have a little bit of privacy in my own home. I do run out of marble here, and then I remembered that I had put a crap load of it in the communal storage area, so we go get that. And I was going to do that on this episode. I want to get rid of that message board and put something smaller. I know Chef had mentioned it was too big, and I do feel bad about that. That's another reason why I don't like altering the overworld, because if the server owner's not happy with what I do, then it gets changed, so. So that's why I like to do my own building and stuff in an age. And here I go through every single chest looking for that marble. And I eventually do actually find a stack of marble. I remember I had put like 15 or 20 stacks of the stuff. See, there was 2 in that bottom chest, but 2 wasn't going to cut it. See, there it is. There we go. Sorry about the loudness. That happens. And I'm getting confused as to which books are what here. Just making sure that I had the correct ones and what I was doing. Oh my god, it's only been 11 minutes. We still have another 30 to go. Oh, what to talk about? This portal links to the EXP farm in the Nether. Why, when the portal to the Nether is way over there, I don't know, but I don't know. To me, it's redundant, but it looks cool. It really does. It looks like something out of Stargate. Excuse me. Had a little bit of coffee there. And we're just going to do a little test. And nope. Setback. There's the candle up there is in the way, or torch rather, is up there in the way, and I take these fences down too. Use the correct tool. There you go. It is so awkward watching yourself and then trying to comment, because my reactions to things are not natural. Jump down, there you go. Okay. Yeah, I end up burying the personal safe here, so that just holds the descriptive book. Now I know it's completely safe. Nothing can ever happen to it. I think the server owner can still get into the personal safes, but I trust Chef. He wouldn't mess with it. There. Now I do start to cover the backside of the portal, but eventually I do leave it open, so it's fine. You link as soon as you step on the spot, so it doesn't really matter. And I do address that while I'm talking. And it, like an idiot, I put what do you call it? Oh, I can't think of the name of the thing. Is it convenient inventory? I think moves things around when you place it. And it is really, really annoying. And here I just realized which book I put down. See, I wish you could label them, like it would tell you where in the world it would be. See? Here I realized that I'm an idiot. That'll be okay, though. There we go. Take the overworld book out, put that one in. And it's still that ugly, pinkish, nasty color. There we go. And then I realized that the bottom needs 3 and not 4, so I end up having to alter the dais a little bit. Or the plinth or platform, whatever you want to call it. It's not really a platform because it's not very big, so I'm calling it a dais, which is a raised platform. That's what dais means, if you're wondering what the frick a dais is. What are you talking about, Azaraiah? Oh, God, I hate doing post-commentary. And in this pukey, nasty color, I discovered that when you take the book out and put it back in, it changes the color of the portal. Which is a design feature, I guess. It's pretty neat. Kind of cool. Take the axe. What am I doing? Oh, okay. I just throw that on there just to make it look nice. There's cool. And then I put the descriptive, the linking books down to either the other 2 realms. One goes to Sky Realm, and then the other one goes to the Epic Village. I discovered that to my peril yesterday when I See, I didn't know that it would load a menu like that when you click on the stand. That's kind of neat. I think that's pretty cool. And then I do actually name the. See how it moved the book instead of the sign? I hate that mod. It's convenient, yes, but it's ridiculous in its clickable thing. I don't know. I do actually name the big village Silver Moon City. Originally, the mining town was supposed to be Silver Moon Village, and then the other one was going to be Silver Moon City. It comes from World of Warcraft. It's the fact that I named the world Eversong, and because Eversong Woods is autumn, very autumnal. I wish it would play the Lament of the Highborn song the whole time. I could loop it in the episode, but then I would have to credit the original everything, and we're not trying to make it that much like WoW. Here I am altering the or what am I doing here? Wait a minute. What did I do? I think I forgot something. Oh yeah, that's right. I need to get more supplies. I think. Or did I forget I forgot the crafting bench. Oh, what had happened was I had forgotten the crafting bench, and I decided to come back and get it because I didn't want it to be cluttery. And as I'm looking at the fixtures here, where the stairs meets the path, I'm not going to have enough room to put those crystals down. And I realized that. Oh yeah, here I was going to throw this on the background. Yeah, watch how stupid I can be. That's not really stupidity. I mean, this would have worked if had I realized about the coloring of the portals, how they'll change each time you take the book out and put it back in. Yeah. See, I could have left it like this, but every time you take the book out and put it back in, make sure it's the right one. See, it made it orange. It's so ugly. It looks like something at a Half-Life. I thought it was the blocks behind it doing that. Had I put the book in just now, I would have realized that wasn't the case. I ended up taking them out. See how this is so unnecessary. Oops. Realized that I need those sandstone blocks for the pagoda. I think I designed a nice little pagoda for what it is. It's not a house by any means. I mean, I know that everyone else built themselves a house on the overworld, but to me, just this little pagoda is all I need since I do the bulk of what I'm doing in my own age. And I know that FPS has done a lot more exploring. He actually found a stronghold, and the link to his channel is on is on every video for this series. He actually found one of the 3. See, now it became blue, and had I left it like it was, it would have been fine, but it's fine like it is. Yeah, he actually found one of the 3 spawned in ender portals in a stronghold, and I could not believe it. It's amazing how much exploration he's done in the overworld, and I just feel so far behind because I'm doing my own thing in my realm, but I did make mention to him that I wanted to help conquer the Ender Dragon. It's something that, because I'm part of the server, I expect it out of myself, Plus, it's not fair that they have all the fun. They made the XP farm, and I'm sitting here. I don't know about FPS. I know Chef's situation, but I work a full-time job. I get anywhere between 40 to 60 hours a week, and I just don't have enough time to do videos every single day. And in fact, I actually gave up the YouTube orbit. This is just me altering the dais. Yeah, I gave up the YouTube orbit thing because I ran out of pre-recorded videos. Like, I had a bunch already done, and when I got rid of my laptop, I obviously can't do any of this work at my job, security, in my downtime. So pretty much I just, I'm doing all this stuff here at the house. And some days it's just nice to not record anything. Sometimes I'll boot up Mystcraft, on the server, and I'll just do like my off-camera work. I do play a lot of Steam games. WoW, I do still play WoW, and even though I'm recording it as well. Nobody's watching it, so I haven't recorded an episode in quite some time. The Warlock is still where he was, though, if anyone is watching that series. He's in the Pandaria area. I'm not really great at figuring this stuff out. You know, if I get halfway through with the build, like if I can I visualize the whole build and it's done, and you saw how nice it was, then I had to go chopping a side off of it, and I'm trying to remember how to link it all back together. If I just put 2 more blocks there, I'll be fine, but I'm sitting here looking and measuring, and it's so frustrating. And then here that, see, and then that one stayed upside down. It was really irritating me. And I fall. Oh, it sucks watching myself do it. It's so boring. There you go. Okay, there we go. You're fine, just go. I'm talking to myself, recording. I'm not even listening to myself. There and there. There you go. Oh, come on now. They're right there. Perfect. Stupid. Alright. And we need 1 more row. It's hard to visualize that from just this angle, you know? No, you're fine. Just 1 more row and there you go. I eventually figure things out. It just takes me a minute. Yep. There, see? There we go. Take that block off. Right, yeah. There. And then that one. See, we figured it out. It just took a minute. I don't think it looks good. I like this little platform. It ended up looking spectacular when it was done. And I know that this is a very simple, very basic episode, not a whole lot, you know, of exploration or nothing like that. But I do show you guys the other village eventually. There we go. I ended up having to rewrite the linking book as well. Where the linking book that I had made took me was about where I'm standing now, which is on this side of the portal. And I wasn't even thinking about it. That after linking in, if I go to walk forward, I'll be stepping back into the portal. So I had to actually rewrite the book, so I was on this side of the portal here, facing the encampment. I had to get the jet back. Oh, it was so fun building that. It just looks spectacular. In fact, in the video, I said I didn't want to call it from Stargate because I would get sued, so I called it the Fargate. But that's what it looks like. I mean, it looks like the Chapa Eye from Stargate SG-1. Well, from the movie as well, if you watch the movie. No, you don't need to go up one. Or do I? I don't know. Yeah, I think that's fine. Take those 3 blocks out. There you go. It's really cool. It's just huge. I guess they wanted to make it definitive, though, from a regular portal. Oops. Yeah, there you go. 1, 2, 3. Oops. There. Looks pretty good. Except I was supposed to take 2 blocks off the top. And then what's interesting is that even though I've got the receptacle, I should have taken that block up there too, but that's okay. And even though I've got the receptacle on and the book in it, when I removed that top one that was unnecessary, it actually deactivated the portal. It's very interesting to see this new these new mods and how they affect. Now, what I mentioned is that I put the receptacle here because it does occasionally rain. I was told that it's not good to get the books wet. I don't know why. I don't imagine that they would actually change anything, but just in case, obviously this receptacle is indoors. The other receptacle is under an arm of the portal, that way, just in case. And here's where I figure out that, see how I'm on this side of the portal facing it. If I was to walk forward, I'd be in the portal. So I had to go all the way back to the base, and rather than having to keep walking around the portal every time, I just go ahead and write a new linking book. And that took about 5 or 6 extra minutes that I didn't really shouldn't have had to do had I been thinking about it, you know, 4th dimensionally. Another question I wanted to ask, maybe somebody would know, is there a power glitch on the golden conductive piping. Right now I've got a world anchor underneath my quarry. So obviously it's going to keep the quarry chunk and the 8 surrounding chunks loaded no matter, at all times, no matter who's on or what. However, whenever I leave Eversong, if I have anything running, the power builds up in the pipe until it explodes, every single time. I've gone through probably a good half a stack of golden conductive piping just in fixing explosions. And to be fair, I'm getting sick and tired of making them. Gold is scarce on this age for some reason. It's hard to find. Here, see here, like I noticed or do I not notice it yet? It's hard to imagine that I didn't notice that. So it's uneven right there at the top. Yeah, there we go. I noticed it. Come on. I can't aim worth a crap with that jetpack. Now notice that block was completely unnecessary, but it still deactivated the portal. See that? That's strange. Interesting things you notice. I think this is a very fascinating mod. I'm very happy with it. And then here's where I noticed the coloring issue. And it's nasty, and that's the one I eventually go with. I should have just left it alone, but no, I keep playing with it. Red and pukey green and teal and nasty green, and I stick with the pink, the hot pink, just because it looks good against the blue. So, but anyway, yeah, the going back to the power conductive piping. No matter where I am in Eversong, my machines stay running and good. As soon as I teleport away from the overworld, or if I go back to the overworld or to the nether or anywhere else, I notice that yes, I don't like that smoky red color. I notice that the power conductive pipes will not run my equipment. They tend to blow up. It is very annoying. So if anybody, and in here I noticed that the stupid damn I can't articulate my thoughts right now. The stupid mod that moves things around your convenient inventory has moved the book around to the other one. There, that's the correct one. But I don't want to leave it green, so what I end up doing is destroying. This is funny because a couple weeks ago we had some problems on the server and we were trying to get rid of a linking book. Do I actually destroy it, or do I put it in here? I think I end up destroying it. I destroy something. What did I destroy? Let's look and see. That's half the fun. There we go. And we can't keep it that color because I don't like it. And not the red. And that one's fine. I think that's the one I use. Yeah, it's good. Okay. There we go. See, that's the right spot now. Now we're beyond the portal. I think it's a fantastic mod. I do like the Myst stuff. It's very realistic and true to the actual game. However, I don't know if adding symbols will actually... like, what I was thinking was that it would take you to a fresh spawn of the age, and all of this stuff that I've built, all of the piping and machinery and stuff would be gone. So that's why I did not rewrite this age to add crystals, and thank God I didn't. Because I don't like the wonky effects. That was it. I take this extra overworld portal book and I destroy it. And what was funny is that when, like I said, we were having some problems with the world, we had about 3 or 4 descriptive books that needed destroying, so we dug a pit and stuck lava on them. And it didn't dawn on me that you could just do this. There, and it disappears, so it's gone forever. The linking book. Of course, it's a waste of a book, but it's fine. And then I take and I move the XP book over here just to make it look nice. Because, yeah. And I do actually show you guys the new experience farm. They, FPS Game Master went through, or maybe they both did, I don't know. I just saw an FPS's video where he went through and he added marble around the trap walls and stuff like it. It looks really nice, and it's ultra safe in that the mobs cannot get you. There's only one little window now, which I think is a really good idea. See, there you go. Now it looks even. Even it up a little bit. But yeah, going back, if anybody can give me any hints about this, what I'm thinking is that if you put the machinery in an overworld with people online, it stays on. But since I'm in an age, as soon as I leave the age, I don't think the chunks are loaded in the game, even though the chunk loader's there. I don't know. I have no clue why that is. I don't know why it's doing it. I don't even know how to explain the problem properly because I'm not articulate enough to. Here I'm showing you guys the epic village, which obviously it's raining. Now this village here that generated was very interesting. I don't think it's the original one that I found, because the one that I found actually had one of those epic dungeons outside the village in a hillside, in like a little hillock. I did actually loot that chest already. I found a lot of steel stuff in here, and a lot of bronze. You notice the iron golem over there, I made that. This village did not have one, so I made one. I took all the villagers and I piled them up in that house too, just to keep them safe and out of the way. What's interesting about this village is that there's not only a church. Look at this guy wearing the purple here. I've never seen a purple NPC before. I think he's the clergyman. But what's weird is that he wants... Look at this. He wants chicken nuggets, which I don't know how to make. And I looked in the recipe book, and I can't find the matic to make those. I added that chest there. There's just a bunch of random stuff in there that I had while I was building this room. See, chicken nuggets have no material. I was clicking on it. It has no matic for it, so I don't know. But anyway, yeah, to keep them safe, I stacked them all in this house, covered the other doorway. See that there's like a stairway there, it goes nowhere. And then I created an iron golem using 4 iron blocks in a T pattern and a pumpkin on top. And the only reason why I knew how to do that was from Minecraft: The Noob Adventures by Machinima. You can see his videos. I'm not going to put a link to them, obviously, because you guys can look it up yourself. But the reason why I don't think this is the original village I found was because I cleared off the blue trees that were next to that village, and I don't see that dungeon anywhere. So if that's the case, and I actually load up the map and I make mention to it, there's another village. It's got to be due north of this one, and maybe slightly more west. But considering that for some reason the wow, my video has lagged. I'm hearing sound well after the fact in my headset. Huh. I don't know if that's going to make it a difference or not. I'm watching the video in Windows Media Player while making commentary. And I just heard zombie sounds in my ears and the creeper dying and stuff after the fact. That's weird. Yeah, like you see, I'm tapping on the blue tree there. I make mention to the fact that this is not the correct village. But it's fine. I like this village better. And here I load up the map, and I was looking around to see, and I don't see it anywhere. This village here is almost due west of the spawning mining town. That other village has to be either more north or maybe even a little bit south. I don't know. I don't know where it is, but we're going to find it eventually. And check the time here. It's at 33. And in this video, so we've got 7 more minutes. What else do I do? Let me see. I showed you guys that. I think I go and I show you guys the experience farm next. And now it seems like the video sound is picked up where it was. If it's a little off on the rendering, and I apologize, it probably will end up being so. What time is it now? It is 1:30 in the afternoon. I'm waiting for the mailman to run so I can get my, I bought that Android tablet. Oh, I'm so upset about that. I bought an Android tablet off of eBay from a seller that had a 99.6% sell rate, or satisfaction rating. I paid for this item at 5 o'clock in the morning, Wednesday morning, last week. Which, and according to my PayPal information, they gave them my money within 15 minutes of me clicking buy now. I do show you guys the experience farm. However, rather than putting it in the mailbox when they should have, they waited till the following day. Now, I'm recording this on Tuesday, Tuesday the 22nd, meaning that yesterday was the Martin Luther King's birthday. So if you guys don't live in the U.S. and have no clue who Martin Luther King Jr. is, look it up on the computer. It was his birthday, so obviously there is no mail. So I had to wait till today. So now I'm waiting for this mail guy. And then they had the audacity to ask me to give them a 5-star rating, or not to give them a 1 or 2-star rating owing to the mail. I'm sorry, but the way I conduct my business, if I was selling something on eBay and I was paid for it that morning, by noon that day I would be at the post office dropping their item in the mailbox just to get out of my hair. That's just how I am. I'm always 15 to 20 minutes early for work because I'm not somebody that dicks around. I don't do a lot of dicking around. I can't stand that. I have a timetable, and they completely just ripped into my timetable with this. Their 1 day of delay has caused me 3 days of waiting, and that to me is not 5 stars. That's 1 star. I'm all for patience and everything like that, but like I said, their dicking around has caused me 3 days of waiting. So, and here's me. Went from level 2 to level 11, or level 20 rather, within a minute. And props to FPS and TinFoilChef for making the coolest experience farm I've ever seen in my life. And props to me for this nano saber. It was really sad yesterday. I logged in, and FPS got a little bit of rage quit. I guess he was in the middle of doing something. He was trying to make himself a nano sword, and him mentioning it got me to wanting to make it. And since I had a little bit more time online, I had a bunch of materials left over, so I went ahead and I threw together 2 extra swords. I made himself one and TinFoilChef one. It was kind of cool. I like to help out. I can't do a lot of the cooperative builds because I'm not online when they are, but I do like to help out. So hope they like their swords. Didn't get a thank you from them, but oh well. That's fine. I think I spawned in a few more because I realized that I'm not going to hit 30. I don't think I actually ended up hitting 30 on this. I believe I'm still sitting at 28. I shut the game off. I got a little bit irritated. This 40-minute video is 144 gigabytes, and that's without the sound recorder on it. So this is all getting spliced together in one rendering. When that's done, probably sometime at about 8 p.m. Nah, it shouldn't really take that long. I'm not going to do anything else besides rendering. When that's done, I'm going to do a second render with the intro and the credits. That way I make sure that they're all together. So even though this was the most boring commentary in the world, and I do apologize for that, it's hard to get motivated in post-commentary when I've already done this. At least the credits, the music for the credits will play, longer than 1/10 of a second. I cannot believe that. I didn't notice that. I'm not going to watch a video 3 times before I'm done uploading it. So I usually just, I watch where the splits are, the transitions, make sure that things worked out properly, and I did not check the credits transition, so I didn't notice the music. I just think it was the strangest thing that the credits still played, but for some reason my audio commentary pushed the music track off, even though it is a separate video. It was the strangest thing in the world. But anyway, we're coming up on the end of the video here. I don't do much else. I don't actually finish hitting 30, so I think I just cover up this little bit of fire. And there's still more underneath it. I might dig that out and cover that up and make it quiet sometime eventually. I think I take care of the 1 or 2 zombie or skellies that are left. Eat a baked potato, and yeah, I think I'm done. Whee! Jetpack. And I do make mention to the fact that FPS has a home portal. I went ahead and I put a home portal down too, just to make it easier. Oh, I thought I had an overworld portal. Oh well, whatever. Anyway, you guys are great. Thank you for watching. Like I said, I do apologize for the post commentary, and hopefully on the next episode will be perfect. I forgot to check the microphone setting. definitely click like and subscribe if you haven't. And we're going to call this an episode here, and I'm going to split off the rest of the end in the editing. So take it easy. I'm out.